Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very exciting one because it's going to be my makeup favorites for the year, but I'm going to do it in a get ready with me style, like you can tell from my bare face, because we are going to be putting on every single product on my face. I'm going to do it with you basically and talk you through and tell you why it's my favorite product. And now that I'm seeing like all the products sitting in front of me literally all together, I'm like, wow, I'm glad that all these things and like specifically the shades do work very well together. And if I had to just keep these products and like declutter the rest of my collection, I could happily do that. I think apart from one product that I could not possibly declutter, actually two. I wouldn't declutter these specific products, but if I had to like remove the rest of my collection and just keep these, I think after a certain point I would not be able to repurchase them, unfortunately, which is a little bit sad. But I think I'm just rambling now. I should get into these products, but yeah, I wanted to throw that fact quickly and also tell you that if I had to declutter the rest of my collection and just keep these products, I think I would be happy with that. So any which ways, let's jump into it, let's get started. And yeah, I'm gonna start with, of course, the first step in my makeup routine, which is gonna be my loose powder. Because if you did not know this, I don't use any other base makeup, like no foundation, no concealer, no nothing, apart from just putting a loose powder all over my face. Because I feel like my skin is pretty good. Like I don't have a lot of active acne anymore, or a lot of hyperpigmentation. I mean, I do have some hyperpigmentation, but it's not to the point where I feel like I need to use foundation or concealer, or I don't even have like dark circles, I feel like, that much. So I'm very happy with not having a foundation or a concealer at all. My only thing is that my skin is a little bit more on the I would not say it's like extremely on the oily side, but definitely it is like, because of the humidity and because in general I feel like my face does get oily throughout the day, I need to put a loose powder on as a base. And I also feel like because I have sunscreen etc underneath, I need to use a loose powder as a base because it's powder again, right? So it will help the other products go on top nicely and like blend nicely. In case you're wondering what is the loose powder I am using, it is the Daughter Earth loose powder. Now this is not actually my, I mean, it is one of my favorites in 2023, but if I had to actually show you like my favorite loose powder of the year, I don't have it in my collection, unfortunately, at the moment, because I used it up completely. It's the K Beauty loose powder in the banana shade. That's what I have used. I have finished up 2 of those, and even though I absolutely love it because of how like undetectable it is on the skin, almost like once you put it on you cannot tell that you are wearing any makeup. It looks absolutely like traceless on the skin, and that is my favorite thing about that specific product. And I feel like this Daughter Earth loose powder is also very similar to that, but you can find the K Beauty loose powder at discounts occasionally, whereas with Daughter Earth I have not seen it. I mean, I bought this specific one on discount, but now that it's available on Nykaa, I have not seen it on offer or anything that recently. So if I had to choose between the two, I might just go with the K Beauty one, even though both of them are very very similar. So yeah, you could do either or depending on like if you prefer a certain brand or something like that. But yeah, I've actually repurchased the K Beauty one and it's going to come to me soon. I've not received it yet, but even once I do, I'm not going to open it immediately. I'm going to kind of keep it on hand. I do like the Makeup Revolution one as well. I've used it like this entire year, so I know some of you are going to be like, wow, you showed us that Makeup Revolution powder in so many videos and now you're telling us it's not your favorite. It is a powder that I really like, but I could not call it a favorite because I would be lying. With that one, I don't feel like it's as traceless on the skin. I love the value, and like if you get one of that and use it every single day, it's gonna last you for like 6 months. At least that's how it lasted for me. That's how long it lasted for me. So I like the value, but whereas the Daughter Earth one, the K-Beauty one, I would run out of those comparatively much quicker, so I don't like that. But still, like product wise, the Makeup Revolution is not my absolute favorite. So anyway, let's move on and talk about brows. Now for brows, I've not tried out a lot of different eyebrow products, I'll be honest. In fact, I didn't even do my eyebrows until I would say a year and a half ago. So this is like a more recent addition to my makeup routine and my makeup collection, and this is the Plum I Swear By brow definer. This is my second one actually. I had my first one for a long time and then I recently ran out. It's got a spoolie on one side which you can use to brush out your brows, and then on the other side you have the pencil, which is like this sort of shape. I don't know how to show it to you. Okay, let me try. Yeah, it's this sort of shape, if you can see, and all I do is just draw and like fill it in. I feel like my eyebrows are pretty full. I just need to like do a little bit of this because sometimes when you have like powder, or even if you're wearing foundation or whatever on your face, I feel like the product kind of sticks to your eyebrows and then makes it look a little white, so they look a little lighter. So just to like redefine your face again and just to fill in, sometimes you might have like slight sparse portions. Like I feel like the front of my brows are a little bit sparse, and then sometimes I feel like beach maybe there is like some portions which I feel like I would like to fill in just a little bit more. But you can see there's not much of like difference like before and after wise. It's very similar-ish. Anyway, moving on next. Now for eyeshadow, again I don't have any like specific favorite eyeshadow that I could call out. So what I'm going to be using today and what I've been using the entire year is this Avon Marc what is it called, Dual Glow Cheek Color and Highlighter in the shade Beach Babe. So this is the one that has a bronzer and a highlighter. Like you can see, I've like not even, I mean I've touched the highlighter probably a few times, but I barely used it. It's still got their embossing also on top of this. And then this one on the other hand, you can see there is like a massive crater in it because I've been using it that much, and I've still not hit pan on this. I'm filming this sometime in the end of November actually, so we still have 1 month to go, but I know like none of my favorite makeup products are going to change, which is why I don't mind pre-filming this video in advance right now. But yeah, I'm saying I'm hopeful that in the next 1 month I'm going to hit pan on this eyeshadow palette. I really not eyeshadow palette, on this bronzer contour duo. So what I do is I just take a fluffy brush and just color my eyelids and we're done. Then for eyeliner, now this is the Colorbar All Matte Eyeliner. Now I've told you a bunch of times that this one is also very similar to the one from Faces, which is also called their All Matte Eyeliner. I hope that I don't mess my eyeliner. Usually I need to be very close to a mirror, and that's how I do my eyeliner to make sure that it is like proper. So this is going to be very risky to do it like this. You know what, I am too scared to do it like this. I'm gonna perfect this eye and then do the other eye, and then I'll be back and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so I've done my eyeliner on both the eyes with the Colorbar eyeliner. I've told you already, I think the Faces and the Colorbar are very similar to each other. That being said, I used to earlier say that I prefer the Colorbar over the Faces. Now I think I'm actually going to say the ulta. I think I prefer Faces over Colorbar because prior to using this bottle, I was using the Faces and that lasted me for like almost 3 months. I want to say this one is a new one that I opened up once I finished that, and it's been a little bit over a month and I already feel like this one is drying out. Like even today when I had to do this eye, I was struggling a little bit because I feel like it's dried up already, so I don't know what's wrong. Maybe this was an old one, or actually, you know what, no, it was not an old. I can see the manufacturing and the expiry date, and there is still a lot of time before this expires, so I don't know what's up and why this one dried up so quickly. But yeah, thankfully I have a backup of the Colorbar, so I have one more bottle of this, which is brand new. But then post that, I think I will just stick to the faces because that is lasting way more, like longer for me, and I can use it for a longer amount of time. So yes, that's just a quick note I wanted to let you know about like my favorite eyeliners. And I do like a matte look on my eyes. I don't prefer any kind of glossy eyeliners. I definitely like something that is on the matte side. Moving on next to our cheeks. Now for the cheeks, my favorite like bronzer contour product has to be the Marc Jacobs bronzer. I haven't been using it a ton recently because I've been using my sugar bronzer and sugar contour powders, but I do feel like with those I have to be a little bit more careful when I'm applying them. I cannot use too much because otherwise it's going to be a little bit difficult to blend in, and sometimes it does look a little bit muddy. That being said, this Marc Jacobs powder has the perfect like in between, not too warm, not too cool color, which I really like for my like bronzer sculpting application. Basically, like you can see, this just blends in so much more seamlessly. And I actually got a comment on one of my videos telling me that I should apply this on my jawline as well, because that is gonna like slim down my face a little bit, and I've actually done that a couple of times, and sometimes it can look very good and sometimes it can look very obvious. I'm gonna try doing it today and see whether it looks good or not. So I still have to like perfect my technique on my jawline sculpting basically. But yeah, I am very sad that Marc Jacobs is no longer a brand. Yeah, I hope it's looking good today. Let me know if it is. But yeah, I'm very sad that Marc Jacobs Beauty is not a brand anymore, and unfortunately you cannot get this product anymore. Of course, I have a ton of product and it's going to last me a long time, so hopefully it doesn't go bad before I'm able to use this. And I have also been seeing, of course I follow a lot of international YouTubers, and a lot of them have been talking about Fenty Beauty's bronzer in the shade In The Sun, which was very popular earlier. I feel like when the Fenty bronzers had recently launched, this specific product was getting a lot of hype and a lot of people were talking about it. So I remember it from that time, and now I feel like I should actually get my hands on that somehow. Like if I have someone coming down from the US, someone who can get it from me, I should actually get that product. But then unfortunately I missed the Sephora sale, so now I'll have to probably wait to order that. So it's going to probably happen in 2024, hopefully. But yes, that is something that I want to try out as kind of like a Marc Jacobs bronzer replacement. So yes, I have my eye out on that. Now moving on next to our blush. For blush, I have my favorite. This should not come as a surprise to anyone. I've used this the entire year. It's the Colorbar. It's not got even the name anymore, like the writing on the back is completely come off. It's their matte blush in the shade Veiled Merlot. Now unfortunately this product is now discontinued again. I don't know why Colorbar would do that, because they still have their more shimmery like glowy blushes, which is the Cheek Illusion range. They still have that range, so why have they discontinued the matte one? I have no idea. But you can see over here I've hit pan and I have pretty much almost used up my Colorbar blush. So yes, this is now discontinued. I have hit major pan on it and I will probably use it up by the time you watch this video. So it's It's very sad that I cannot get it anymore. I do have the Tarte Exposed blush from their holiday gift set or something that I bought, I want to say last year. So last year, or was it the year before that? I actually can't remember. But yeah, that shade is quite similar to this one. So for now, I do have a replacement of this blush, but of course I would prefer to have something that's more easily available, is from India, etc., as compared to like Tarte, which is a US based brand. And if I had to buy Tarte, I would have to again get it from someone from the US. So yeah, we have that. This is such a pretty blush. I absolutely love it. It's like more on the warm side, but then it's not super warm or orange. It's just the perfect peachy pink nude shade and looks amazing on my complexion. So we love that. Then moving on to highlighter. Now this is pretty much the only highlighter I've ever used in 2023. I was about to say 2024. In 2023, this is the only highlighter that I've used if I'm ever wearing highlighter. And even though I don't wear highlighter very often, if I do, this is the one that I use. This is the Faces Canada All Time Pro Illuminating Powder, and I actually use it with like this Pro Art brush which I had bought for contouring, and I used to use it for contouring earlier, but now I have been using that for highlighter. Sorry for the interruption, and I'm very sorry for this metro car noise. Either we have the building construction noise or we have the metro noise. मतलब दोनों ऐसे मेरे सर पे आके फूटा है कि मैं क्या ही बोलूँ. Anyways, this is my favorite highlighter because again it gives you that glow. Looks amazing, especially when you're like glamming up, but at the same time it's not like too intense. It doesn't look like too much. It looks like a natural glow basically when the light hits it, and I love that. I absolutely love this. Even though I'm not a big highlighter person, if I had to, I could just have this highlighter and nothing else, and that's pretty much what I have actually right now. I just have this sugar one in my Contour de Force face palette, and then I have this Faces one, and I'm sorted. I don't feel like I need to buy any other highlighter. Now for lipstick, it's very difficult for me to choose one. I'm going to be very honest and tell you that I actually have 3 favorites. I went through my entire lipstick collection. I was like looking at all of them, and I'm like, which is my absolute favorite? And I couldn't pick one. Like out of these 3, I feel like मैं एक भी नहीं निकाल सकती इसमें से. These are like my top 3 favorites, and I can't even rank like which is top 1, which is top 2, which is top 3. No, these are all in the top 3, and they're basically all at the same level pretty much. So we have the Plum Matte in Heaven liquid lipstick in the shade Truffle Tease specifically, which is my top favorite. Then we have the Nykaa All Day Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Soul Sister, which is a beautiful pink. And then I have the Miss Claire Matte Power Lip Color in the shade number 06, which is a nude. So all 3 different shades. I love all of them equally, and I love the formula of all 3 of them equally as well. So it is very hard for me to choose which one I should go for. Today specifically, I'm going to be using the Miss Claire one because it's going to go with my t-shirt. But that being said, I will change after this video. So I don't know, should I put this one on or should I put on one of the other ones? Okay, I think I'll go with this one, Truffle Tease. Also because I think I'm almost going to be out of this, so it would be great if that happened while you were filming. And I already have a backup of this as well. Amazing, right? These Plum Matte in Heaven liquid lipsticks are seriously the best formula ever. I love this paddle applicator actually. It works very well. To like cover the lips also. I think I should like I think it looks proper, but I'll just quickly make sure in the mirror if it's proper, like perfect or not, and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I've done my hair, changed my outfit, in case you're wondering why I'm wearing this top, that too with a sports bra, which is probably peeking through as well. That's because I have dance class after this today evening, so I just thought, you know what, I don't want to change my clothes a bunch of times. Let me just dress up for that. And yes, my hair is done better. I'm a little bit bothered by this baby hair that is sticking through, but okay, we're just gonna work with what we have. Now I quickly want to talk about the Plum lipstick, which did I keep it somewhere else? Okay, so yeah, clearly we don't have the lipstick because I left it somewhere, but I'll just quickly talk about it. So this formula is one of my favorites because of how it's liquidy, but it's not very thin. At the same time, it's not messy, so I feel like it wears very well and lasts pretty well throughout the day as well for me. It's just so comfortable, so beautiful, and I just love it in general overall. That's one of my top favorites. And then we have these two, the Nykaa All Day Matte Liquid Lipstick. I feel is very similar actually to Plum in terms of the formula. It's again liquidy but not moussey, and feels very comfortable, is not drying on the lips at all, and they just have some beautiful colors. Unfortunately, they don't have a shade like this, because this one, Soul Sister, is a deeper pink. They have a red and a nude, which I'm also interested in. I actually bought the nude, but I have not tried it out yet, and hopefully I love that shade just as much as I love Soul Sister. And then they also have a red as well, which I am debating whether I should buy or not. But yes, that's another formula I absolutely love. Now Miss Claire on the other hand is actually more of like a moussey lip formula, I want to say, as compared to like these, which are more liquidy. But for some reason this one also wears so beautifully on the lips. I will say not all the shades like fare as well, because like for example this shade number 08 is basically the same shade as Soul Sister, but I prefer the formula Soul Sister in the way it wears so much better, whereas this one gives me butthole lips. But for some reason this specific shade number 06 wears beautifully on my lips, does not give me butthole lips at all, and it's the most beautiful flattering nude on my skin ever. So that's why number 06 is my favorite. But yes, with that I'm going to wrap up this video. The construction, like the metro noise, is absolutely annoying the crap out of me, and I am so sorry if it's been annoying you. Wow, and it started again. Yeah, I'm really sorry for all of that, but I still hope that you enjoyed this video and you got to know what my favorite products, like favorite makeup products of this year are. Of course I'm going to be doing the skincare version as well. I don't remember if that one's going to go up before this or after this, but yes, do make sure to check out that video as well, because there you will see all my skincare, bath and body favorites from the year as well. But yes, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye.